Hello, YouTubers. It's me, the Poet of Pleasure, Monday, Messiah, Sunday Sermon, the only free time KC Chess Champion, Marks the Mount Duster Warns, baby. Today, thought we'll do something a little bit different. So you can see by the screen, we've got the old May 12th regional in Manchester. It says tickets are sold out. If I log out here, and then click on it, you can get a ticket. So I don't know if it is sold out. There might still be tickets available. I don't know. But first chance to win a serialised Omnimon in the UK, sort of. I mean, you can enter the online events that have happened in Europe to get a serialised Omni, and you can play that from the UK. But I suppose the first in-person UK event to win a serialised Omni, will little old Boney get one? Who knows? Ooh, who knows? And that's why we're doing the video, so I thought it'd be helpful for me. We're going to look at some of these. Look at my deck that I'm planning on taking. And we'll look at some of these other decks that have, you can see from the top of the screen what these other decks. So I'll have a little look, see what's been crack-a-lacking, and then talk about the matchup. So it's mainly for me. If I talk about this out loud, and that's as a reminder to remember what some of these cards do. There's a lot of decks, got a lot that can go on. This isn't even all of them. This is just some of the big ones I thought we might see based on some of the results we've seen. So we're going to go through these. We'll have a look. First of all, let's look at my list. Now, some people will be like, "You shouldn't be showing your list, brother." Nobody watches these. The one person who's watching this going, "You shouldn't show off your list." Nobody else is watching this, brother. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. The nation of Bonaholics and Bonalites is a very exclusive club. So let's get the list. So this is the list. Royal Knights taking the Knights. That's made the most recent changes, adding a third sister. Get rid of a mecha. This guy, the only reason I put this guy back in is because the guys at my locals put our locals is quite good because we get like extra little packs, like pre-release packs and box toppers and stuff, just for participating in locals sometimes, and liking the Facebook post from the for the shop, Manor Square in Northampton, good place. And one of the guys pulled a pre-release mecha, so they gave it to me because they know I played this deck. So I put this in. I'm just still not a fan. It just I think the biggest problem I found now is it costs 4 to play, so you pass turn if you play him. There's lots of things that bounce, and it's just so heartbreaking. Like you check security, or he gets bounced, and he doesn't pay off, and it's just annoying. There's more reasons now. Especially, we'll go on to System on here for a sec. System on Blanc, very good. The on-play has a cost. Buy trash in one card in your hand, draw 2. And the most common deck, I think, that I'm going to see... Now, let me tell you, if you've never been to one of these regionals before, let me tell you, right? You think you're going to play like the most common deck. You don't. You don't, right? At the last in-person UK regional in Liverpool, there were 9 people playing Mirage Galgamon. I played 3 of them. I played a third of all the Mirage Galgamons. The ironic thing about that is Mirage Galgamon's probably going to be the most common deck to play against. But but yeah, now my first round's going to be against something random. As I said, these decks at the top here that we're going to go over are just some of the top decks. It's not going to go over everything, and the first game I play will probably not be against any of these. But there you go. So anyway, it's my list. Anyway, going back to System on being good, it's got a cost, so you don't have to trash 1 to draw 2 cards. She only costs 3 to play, so you can probably play a sister and do something else, especially if I've got one of my mem set of ties in. And the most popular deck at the moment is Mirage Gal, which wants you to have loads of cards in hand. So you minimise that by playing loads of cards. It's good. So offers a little bit of protection for your red and black knights. Decoy, not the best protection, but better than nothing. I'm not going to go through all these. 4 Magna, it's a staple. Magna Angie, it's my floodgate removal. There's not as many floodgates now going around. I probably won't see any Psychmons, for instance. There are a few floodgates, but sometimes if I just got cards in hand tonight, maybe I've played a knight and I've got nothing else to do. Instead of just passing turn, I'll just drop this, even if it's not going to DP minus and kill something. Just to recover for 4 is quite strong. I mean, Security Control will drop the vanilla, which costs 7, and if this dies and you overflow 3, it costs 7 anyway, so there's that. Gallantmon BT12, this card's great. Trashes security when it attacks, so it can do 2 checks, and some people don't realise you can do 2 checks. While I'm playing Royal Knights, as general, I'm going to go backwards, forwards here. people forget what this deck can do. I was down in Brighton. I haven't done a video on this because there were students. I think they're a bit more casual. I mean, obviously they had like some secret rares. Like someone was playing Yellow Vaccine. They had like the secret Angemon. So obviously they've got some cards and I knew some of the stuff they were doing. And I was playing a guy playing Armors, and he had the parallel rare Magnamon from BT13. So they made some misplays and stuff. But yeah, and there's a knowledge gap because people aren't playing this deck anymore. And let me tell you, right, our regional, right, you declare effects that happen. I'm not going to go. I think people ask me what the card does. I'll tell them everything the card does. But it's a tip if you play against me. Ask me what the fucking cards do if you don't fucking know. Because unless I'm activating the effects, I'm not going to go through them all. So it's a waste of time. I'm just going to assume you know what the card does. But anyway, yeah, this trash security is 2 checks, mate. 2 checks. Especially if you're Omni and you're probably clearing the board. Or clearing all the small things, anything with Dynas, because Dynas pops all 4Ks and lower. So this is guaranteed 2 checks most of the time. Two Jesmon, delete stuff. Gankamon, it's a blocker. You can see I've got these 2 ties. Probably go to these 2 ties first. This is the starter deck memory setter. You spend him. People don't know what this does. People don't know. So many times I've had like Craniumon out, and people think Craniumon's 13k, but I've also had this out. So they swing. I'm like, okay, I'll block. Suspend this, he's out 15k, brother. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, that's why Gankamon lets me play this guy out again. Purging this guy is not very good because he only gets his protection on play. So yeah. So playing him out with Gankamon, first of all, 2 blockers is always good. This Craniumon's good, unaffected by Digimon effects. Need it for the Blue Flare matchup because can't be stunned. I mean, Blue Flare's not even one of the cards on this list, but the UK fucking loves Blue Flare for some stupid fucking reason. I will play against it probably just to annoy me. And then this one, okay, if I say nobody knows what this fucker does, nobody knows what this fucking tie does, let me fucking tell you. Starter deck 5, when you use blocker, you can suspend this guy to unsuspend one of your Digimon. Doesn't have to be the blocker, by the way. But yeah, so basically it turns this Cranium block 2 things. There's a lot of aggro decks that come out, Red Hybrid, Armors, Nume. If you've got 2 blocks for 1, mate, take the 2 blocks for 1, mate, let me tell you. Also, Gankamon's good as well, because people don't realise that Gankamon's other effect lets him play a sister from trash, and then people don't realise that Omnimon trash one of your Digimon in the breeding, and all of your Digimon gain rush. So people go... And this is one thing people do against Raw Knights players is they'll ask you how many unique Knights you have in your sources, and they'll use that as the basis on, do they have lethal or not if they play Omnimon, without remembering, actually, they can get a sister from trash. So that's a free swing. So Ganku's good. L4 standard, Katarismon 1, Leopard. I know some people play space is tight in this build, so I've already got space for 2 Leopard. 2 of this Alphamon, stops 10 cost or higher from attacking. That's good. Stop Emperor from Red Hybrid. If they go up to Platinum in Nume, it stops Platinum because Platinum's a 10 cost. Frenry stops Frenry from attacking, which Frenry needs to attack to do his combo. I mean, I can get like Rush Gao out and Chimera, but it definitely slows it down if you've got Alpha. They might go, we won't go for the lethal. We could slow them down to Lord Knight, lets you recycle Purge, because you use the Purge, you purge it out, play Lord Knight, get the Purge back, put something else underneath, so you can recycle it. Obviously, as well, if Omni gets it out of security, you got Lord Knight, you can get it back out of security. This Gallant, I was like, this Gallant's alright, it's good. Obviously, good Purge target, because you can purge him out, because some people playing that Chikirimon, that stops you from lowering playing costs, but you can still play for free with Purge. Purge him out, swing with Gallant, boom, boom, shake the room. You kill the Floodgate, then you Omni win the game. This Craniumon combos with the Leopardmon. A Leopardmon, when you play another Digimon, gives all of your Raw Knight Drake Digimon blocker. And this card's just got an effect that says all your Digimon with blocker can't be deleted by effects. So, very good. Examon. This card is surprisingly good. I think people don't realise all what it does. It's got the on-play, suspend something. I wish that was like a full-on stun. It cost 14 to play. I think this should have been a full-on fucking stun, but no, they just stops them from unsuspending during their next unsuspend phase, so you have to remember that. But it's the alternative effect. When something becomes suspended, you can suspend one of their other Digimon or unsuspend one of yours, so that's pretty good. It's also good if you've got Leopard and Alt Force in the stack. Another, you can swing with both DNA, get a cheeky check in. And then obviously I've gone through everything apart from Kongu. Kongu's good. There's a lot of rush decks, armors, red hybrids, Nume, lots of low play costs. Kongo just stops them all from attacking players. This one's got the added bonus as well of stopping cards being added by to security stacks by your opponent's effects. So if I'm going against like Set Khan or something that might have like a chaos degradation where they want to like add one of my cards to security, you play this before you do your Omni attacks, and then they can't add your cards to security stacks or their own cards, so they can't recover either during that turn. So it makes the Omni swings a bit safer. I mean, I think Setcon should be pretty. I mean, nobody's plays it at my locals, but I think it should be pretty safe. You just have like all 13 different knights in before you go for it, because you can pretty much stop them from killing you. So for most of the time. So that's my deck. Fucking hell. Jesus, how long have we been going? It should tell me on here. 11 minutes. Okay, kids, 11 minutes. Run for the long haul. So this is my deck. So I went on that Eggman website, pulled some of the top decks that I think are most relevant in the meta. And we're going to go over the cards, over some of the key cards. I'm going to go for every fucking thing, Jesus Christ. But we'll go over it, what I think I need to do in these matchups. And then if you're watching, the one or two viewers actually watch these, you let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm missing something, if I actually do something different, etc. So forth. And no pro tag, I'm not going to go and play Davers instead. There was a couple of times I rocked up with Davis just to play it before the main local started, and he got pretty excited that I was going to play Davis. Nah, bro, I got to play my boys. I want to win those slaves, brother. I got to win the slaves. But anyway, let's get on with it. So we've got this first deck. This is Davis. This is the second place Davis deck. Hung Lee. Second place Davis there. Look at it. What's this? On play. Who's on playing this for 7 without getting the add something into the stack? What? Why is this in here? When this card would Digivolve? Well, it's just to make the Evo into Fanglong slightly cheaper. Jesus Christ. Okay. Doesn't Fanglong only cost like 3 to Evo anyway? Or is it 4? 4. Okay, you might pass turn. But this guy's not playing any Memsers. To the Davers, I think Davers works well in the meta because things like to attack. There's a lot of aggro decks and there's a lot of blast evo you can do with the Davers deck. So I think my assumption is I haven't played a lot of Davers. I think I've played against it like once, and I think I got a bit scared of Fanglong, so I just dropped a game. I remember dropping the game once I got Fanglong out, but I think I won the set 2-1. But I think because I don't attack, they can't really do their blast evos. The problem with Davis though, you'll notice that all their shit is 7k, 8k, which is outside Jessmon without a help. It's outside BT13 Gallantmon. So the control aspect is a bit of an issue. I mean, another thing is to think about as well is they've all got 7 play costs because all the aces. These are all aces, apart from Fanglong, obviously. So I can control them a little bit with Kongo. Obviously they're 12, and I don't think any of their stuff gives them a DP boost. So obviously if I've got Craniumon or Gankamon, obviously I know the Davis have on deletions, delete something. So that might, but I think they might just be too slow. I think they're slow like my deck, and I can just play around it. If I've got to put an extra Magnumon out to block something one turn, I think it shouldn't be too bad. Just Jedi is for having something in the back, and then obviously during the middle of one of my attacks, they can bring out something from raising. But I don't think that's going to come up much. Heaven's Judgment could be a bit annoying because obviously it by default's minus 12k. If because they haven't got any yellow tamers, so it's going to minus 12. I don't know. I just don't think it's much of an issue because if I can remove some stuff with an cheeky alt force, I mean this can be annoying because this can bounce my what you call them? It can bounce my Magnamons or my sisters. I mean it's only 12k, so I mean I suppose yeah. But if I crash though with Gallant, then obviously it gets deleted. Let's have System on out. Because obviously that's got decoy in it. That's got decoy red black. So maybe System on Gallant. I mean anything really. I could like purge out a Cranium one, swing into this with System on out. So maybe having like a System on, purge something, swing over, get some overflow. Obviously that's the big problem with this. That you get the overflow. So what does this do? What does Mega Gargamon Ace do? Oh gee, that's a bit of a cough, guys. Suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon Tamers and 2 of their Digimon Tamers can't unsuspend or Digivolve until the end of the turn. When Digimon end of attack, this can do 2 swings. Okay, and it can block. It's 12k block. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Fanglong's obviously a little bit annoying. Oh, the one thing I do need to remember this deck, and it's not the Alliance 2 checks 23k, is these level 5s here have the rule that they can't have the same name as cards in their battle area or trash. I'm pretty sure some cheeky monkey's going to try and play one when they've got one with the same name in trash. So I just need to keep an eye on that. That's the thing I need to remember. Because I've done some practice games at home playing my Davis deck. I've got a slightly different build. I don't like Jedi. I play the green-yellow tamer. So I have a yellow source for Heaven's Judgment, even if I don't have a yellow or green Digimon out. And I was playing it, and then afterwards I was like reading cards. I was like, oh, I'd forgotten that was a rule. I'd forgotten that was a restriction. So that's something to bear in mind and keep an eye out if I play against Davis. Make sure they're not playing the game wrong and trying to get the wrong level 5s out. Naughty. So that's Davis. Tell me what I'm missing, guys. So I don't think this is going to be much. It might be a bit annoying, but they'll have to Evo, and the thing is, these cost 3 to Evo, and they're not going to be able to blast Evo because I'm not going to attack, and they haven't got a memory setter, and obviously they give me loads of memory as well. So you know what I mean? Like I could play something small and a knight, or play like a knight and a Magna. You know what I mean? So I think this is pretty. As long as I'm not stupid and try to attack early, I should be fine. Nume, I don't know why I've done this in this order, it's just this random order. This Nume, I've got 2 Nume decks because there's 2 bases, there's black and purple. Obviously, this is an issue. Players can't reduce play cost, but I mentioned when I was going through my deck, you purge, you play Gallant, you purge out Gallant, it swings, it pops this, then you play your boys. Free's annoying, man. Jeez, Free's annoying. Now, I think this is quite an old list because I don't think people even play this. What does this even do? Oh, this is D-Digivolves, I think. Yeah, this is D-Digivolves. Okay, D-Digivolves doesn't do anything. It's my deck. Can't gain memory other than by tamer effects. So I need to remember if this is out and I purge. It's going to cost me the full 6. I need to remember if I need to try and not give the Numamon player a starter main phase where they'll end up on 3 memory because they'll play this. Tuck in a Sosuke or how you pronounce Satsuki or however you pronounce the name. Give something rush. Doesn't have to be this. Can be a 1 over the Digimon. And it could be like an extra lethal swing I didn't think about because it's considered a rush. But I think most lists are playing 2. What's the other list playing? I've got another list, yeah. I think the most... So if I've seen them, because it has to be from hand, doesn't it? Yeah, from your hand. So if I've seen this in their trash, etc., maybe it's not too much of a thing to consider. I think Mnemonics Antibody's a bit of the problem. On deletion, you may play 1 card with Mnemonic's name, so that it can play the Platinum. It can play this. So that can be an issue. And the Inherit is the same. You play one from trash. Yeah. That can be a bit fiddly. Yeah, they can Chimera, but I think... Is this list running? Yeah, I think they tend to run 1 Chimera. I don't know what this does. I think this is a more Digivolve. On play, it stops you. Yeah, okay, that's not really relevant. It stops the sister. Set +1. The issues of this guy. This guy can be a bit of an issue. On play, it can still turn. This lets you play a Numamon or a Monzomon, its name, from your hand. This to be from hand. So as long as this is in the trash, but I think most lists play this at 4, even though it's super expensive and hard to pull, because I made the pull rates for this hard. This can still turn, so if I'm on 1 memory, this can still turn if I was on play. By trashing 1 card of Numamon, its name from hand, gain 2 memory. So that can still turn. This can still turn. This can also do sec -1, so even if it's not stealing turn. And it can do that when digivolving as well, which is annoying. This is the one. This is the one I need to keep an eye on, because I've seen people online in like YouTube videos not do this properly. You may play 1 Numamon. So this can't play Numamon X Antibody, because he's called Numamon X Antibody. So I need to remember that the Monze X can't play Numamon X. Play any of the level 3s or a Numamon, but it has to be called Numamon. And so it's that Monze X and the Monze which can mess around with Craniumon. I probably shouldn't mention this because this only helps my opponents, because I know this, but if they can target Craniumon and he'll stay alive until the start of my turn, but then he'll die because he loses his protection. So he won't get swept up by King, but I can still force him to attack and block and have my full 13 DP. Venus, this just stopped me a turn because all it's a blanket effect, so they get sec -1. There's games where I'll just like try and keep this alive. If I could pop this, or I can play Alphamon, I tend to choose to play Alphamon, because then it can't attack. But this can't recur, can they? Yeah, but obviously if they delete stuff, if they get into this, I say this, if they get into Venus, they get the Platinum, if they get into these, if I lock them down with Alpha, they're not getting deleted. And they might have a blocker inheritable, but as long as they're not, deleting and getting their own deletions, that's just stuff to remember. This thing's got overflow. I played somebody in London. If you've seen the London video, you've seen. They just kept on, and that's another reason I'm taking a Mechamon out, because out of the Mechamon, they played this and just bounced it back to my hand. It was pretty fucking annoying. They bounced my Magna back to hand, obviously I get to draw, but slows you down a bit. They'll play in the purple base, so we'll get to that in a sec. This doesn't really fit me. You pose over 5 or lower, Digimon is deleted. Shine Greymon on Ruin mode, and it just remember, if I've got Congo out, they can't recover if this gets deleted. Which is that's just an end of attack effect. Oh, it's not an on-deletion. It's okay. I need to remember that's not an on-deletion. Don't know why I thought that. And then we've got the purple base. It can draw loads. I think that's the big difference. And I don't know if both bases can play Swart Defeat. This can be a bit fiddly. Play this card without battling and without playing the cost. When Digivolving deletes one of my Tamers, so it can mess my Tamers. On deletion, just deletes one of my opponents, one of the Digimon. So that can be a bit fiddly. That's the thing that gets blocker. That gets blocker as well. Yeah, new main can be tricky. If they pop off, they pop off. But I did some testing matches last Saturday. I think I played 10 games against Lumon. I don't know, about 3 sets. I think I played about 3 sets. So I lost 1 set and I won 2 sets. I played one person in particular and they just didn't beat me up. Just beat me up. I was playing one guy. I think we played 3 games and I think it was like 2-1. And then the other guy, I think I played like 9 games in a row or something quick. It might have been 6. I think not. I think not an exaggeration. I think it might have been about 6. I just beat him every time. I beat him every time. He was like, and he was shocked. He gets a bit tilted, bless it. He got a bit frustrated. Like he just couldn't beat my deck every time. Like sometimes he'd be bricking. Sometimes he'd be bricking, but he didn't brick every single game. Maybe it's the question of the consistency, maybe, of the deck. I don't know, but something to say that and he's not a particularly bad player. I think he got a bit tilted. That probably affected some of his decisions, but yeah. So a lot of this is just luck at the end of the day with card games. Obviously, you brick, they don't brick, they're going to win. If you don't brick and they brick, you're going to win. And then there's a little bit of middle ground. But No, I think we should do all right. I think we'll do all right. Protoform can recover as well. That's it. Protoform can go to security stack. But if I got Congo, it can't. So we'll move on from Moonmon. We're going to Leviathan next. Levi does a lot of deleting. I don't think there's anything in particular I need to be worried about. I need to remember that Bite and Crush can only go into delay if the card they trashed is 7 Great Demon Lord's trait. Can't just be any random jobber. It can't be any random jobber. 7th Lightning, trash. All turns one of your Digimon Digivolves into Leviathan X antibody. Pop up 4 and a 6. Okay, pop a 4 and a 6. Fire X, trash. Where an effects players and opponents Digimon tail one of Leviathan or Digimon X somebody in their Digivolution cards like Digivolve and discard without paying the cost, and let's delete some shit. A lot of deletion, that's why I've got the Leopard and BT3 Crania, make everything unable to be deleted. I don't think there's anything else in particular. If I can have, I mean, I need to play Magna. I suppose I don't have to play Magna against this. There's things that force you to play, but I play all my things by effects all the time. Well, no, I don't actually. That's wrong. So I need to remember my things don't get played by effects. Maybe don't do this first day after work, after a holiday. No. Most of my things I'm reducing the play costs. I'm using King's effect. So just remember not to use Leopard's effect to play something by an effect, or Purge, or Ganku. Unless I'm willing to absorb the it, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I should be alright against this. If I remember those things. What we got next? We got Luga, Fenrir Luga mob. Deletion effects. Or they can run a one of Crimson Blaze. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna pretend that doesn't exist. Got Rush Gatto. Just remember this guy is annoying. If they get this guy early, I probably lose. I probably lose, bro. Hell Luga. I'm probably gonna get Hell Lugas. People love just playing this, right? Just to delete one of my guys. I think I can't believe it's only got a play cost of 7. It probably should be a bit more expensive because it lets them do the search, lets them fill their trash, and lets them pop one of your guys. And then if they evo into it, there's things that let them gain memory. I don't know why that's an end of attack once per turn. I've seen this get popped, right? Oh, is it because I don't know? End of your turn. I don't know. What gives them memory? What's giving them memory at the end? I'm pretty sure I've had it where this has died, and you think, and it's not analog youth. I don't know. I don't think any of these things let them. I mean, this guy goes end of attack. But obviously, if this is dead, so that should happen first. Gain the memory, then this dies. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering. I haven't played against Fenrir for a little while. But yeah. Try to avoid the AG. Don't do any chips, because hopefully all the AGs are in Scurry. It just lets them turbo so much easier if AG's there. So Alphamon's good, stops this from attacking, as I mentioned earlier. Actually, what can wall this if they haven't got the AG? And they tend to only get these like 1k. They might get the 6k out. But if they don't get anything and they do their alliance, it's somebody that first swing where they can't really alliance, or if their alliance tends to be something small. If I have Cranium on out, it can't be deleted by effects, it just blocks. And if I've got the tie out as well, it just makes it even bigger. So, but yeah, that's Fenrir. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about Fenrir. I don't think we're going to see a lot of it anyway. I know someone from my locals is planning on taking it. Who hasn't got lots of tops, so I might see it. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Obviously, if I'm about to Omni and they play this fucking Crimson Blaze, I'm going to be pissed. But there we go. Let's see what we got next. Red High, okay. The Eternal Enemy. If it's not Blue Flare, it's definitely this. Red Hybrids. What I need to remember, first of all, don't check security because I'm going to give them extra fucking tamers. I was in Brighton. I was playing this guy. I didn't know how to play the game. Like turn 1, he forgot to hatch his egg. Right? He forgot to hatch his egg. But it was a useful game because I was about to Omni, and I was like, I'll do a check with Sister first, see if it dies. I had a Ganku in the stack, so I'll just bring the Sister back. First check, Crimson Blaze. Can't play Digimon by effects. Luckily, I still won anyway, but it cost me a turn. It was a bit. I was like, oh shit! I laughed. And I don't think the guy. I didn't explain to the kid why I was laughing. I say kid, he was like a student, so it's a kid compared to my 32-year-old ass. But yeah, I didn't explain to him. I was having a bit of a gear. I was like, oh fuck this! I'm probably lost now, brother. What's this Trident Gaia? Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. If a Digimon with 13,000 or more is deleted by this effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security set. Okay, that could be an on. That's fate. This card's main, but it's pretty good. Warped Kuya. If they've got Warped Kuya out, I need to keep an eye on their trash. If I can stop them from suiciding their red hybrids, that would be nice. Because Warped Kuya is pretty annoying. By placing 5 cards with a hybrid trait from your trash under this tamer in any order, you may discard one into an Emperor Greymar for its Digivolution cost, as if this card was a level 5. So that costs 4, this costs 3. The general idea is if they haven't got the memory setter out, especially if you know players can't play Digimon by effects, Gotsumon. I know he's playing fucking Gotsumon, mate. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. There might be some Gotsus, I don't know. Keep that in mind. But no, the thing is that what else do I need to remember? I mean, I always double check these effects because Red Hybrid's got so many fucking effects. This is if it's blocked, gain free memory. This one is extra check. This one is this Digimon going to this one gives check gain 2 memory. There's lots of effects. Basic plan is pray they break a little bit. Pray they don't have 50 million Crimson fucking Blazes. And if they haven't got the memory setter, try at all costs not to give them free memory. Obviously, if they've got Uko in the back, or in the front, they're gonna gain some memory anyway. But obviously, they can always Gravity Crush to gain more memory. But that's not guaranteed I have it in hand. The general plan, if I'm going to make it their turn, don't give them free memory. Because obviously, if they warp and they've only got 2 memory, they might pop something, but they'll pass turn. And this then goes back down to 11k. And it can be a bit more vulnerable, so keep that in mind. But I think that's it with Red Hybrid, really. We've got some yellow decks now, a bit yellow vaccine. Nobody really plays yellow vaccine at my locals. And somebody was playing it in Brighton, as mentioned earlier, but I didn't play against them. So I don't really have any practice against yellow as a colour. A DP minus stuff, which can be annoying. Obviously, that recovers. They recover. If it's one of these, obviously this could be an issue because it can do 2 checks. One thing I do need to remember about yellow is that barrier only gives them protection if they're deleted in battle. And I'm pretty sure some guys going to try it when I pop them like Jessmon or Gallant. They'll be like, oh, did you use barrier, brother? Son, down there. Barriers against battle, son. When is it will be deleted in battle? No. They recover loads. I don't know. I don't think this should be an issue. Remember that some of my Knights of viruses, I guess. I don't know which one. I think is Lord Knight and Dynast viruses. I don't know. This Gatomon can do some shenanigans when it plays itself out security. It sees that, so it gains memory. I said sec. I don't know. What is Revelation? If you look at this card, this has got so much text on it, mate. I don't know what this does. Let you play something. Play a level 4 or lower. Rush. You play Bushiage. Get some rush. This Digimon. Rush. And tap turn its plates. Could be annoying. But I don't know. Everyone's got some aces. Pop the aces, get some overflow. Big blocker, Craniumon, blocks all this. Can't be DP minus. The barrier, delete them, barrier. Oh, there we go. That's secret sauce, mate. Secret sauce. Don't know. I don't think there's any. This minus is DP, I guess, but my stuff is massive anyway. Def X. I didn't talk about Def. Some of the other decks had Def X. Well, I'm not too worried about this. Sometimes people can play it for free, but I have enough of the little boys. So it says all your opponents Digimon with the lowest play cost. So I just need to remember if they've got Def X one out, not to have everything with the same play cost. I don't think it's going to be an issue. We have the old Mario's Marcus hybrid deck. It's another yellow deck. I don't know if it's too much of an issue. It hasn't got Jet Selfie, man. It's got Sephirmon. It hasn't got Jet Selfie in it. I don't know if that's the reason for that. You know, DP buffs. Marcus can be annoying. So it lets you Evo. I said I don't think Venus is that annoying for me because we just lock it down and hope they don't can get up to another one. Yeah, it's just Pillarmon can be a bit annoying, but that's just played by effects, so I can play Gallantmon. I don't know if I can use Gallantmon's reduction when you would play this card from your hand. Yeah, so I can still reduce it because that's not playing it by that effect. It says when you would, so it interrupts. Where is the deck list? That's this one. The pillow can be a little bit annoying. There's both rapids. Suspend when your opponent's Digimon for each tamer you have in play. Let's just suspend my board. And then I don't know. It can pop. Oh, Katarismon Traitor. Emissary Treep Evo. Recover. It's yellow and I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of yellow. I think I'll just play how you normally play. I don't think I need to keep anything special in mind. Maybe somebody can let me know. We got a Setcon as well. That's another type of yellow deck. I think Setcon is pretty free. Obviously, Congo before you swing. So like this long, he can't like put stuff in my security stat. They can't recover. I mean, I do a gazillion swings, and because I know they won't be able to recover during my like big Omni swing, it's free. I'm still going to put a little bit extra in. Setcon players tend to play slow, so I'm probably just going to win game one, and then we'll play as slow as you want, bro. I've got the fucking win. I think this is free. I think this is free. I watched a video on YouTube where someone was actually playing. I don't know what they were playing, but they were playing against Royal Knights. No, they're playing New. Was it Nume? I think it was Nume for some reason. I think for some because obviously, and the guy had evolved. I think it must have been Monze into Quantummon. And they saw this, so they went in their security, and instead of picking Digimon, because like most of our cards are Digimon effects, they picked the Tamer, and they put the Marcus in security. And then the next turn, the Royal Knights player just deleted this with Gallantmon because it didn't have protection against Digimon effects. It was the weirdest play I've ever seen. But it just goes to show. I think it was a Volt. Yeah, I think it was a Volt's video. If I'm misremembered, I misremember. I think it was a Volt's video. It's quite a big YouTuber. Which just goes to show people have forgotten what Royal Knights can do, which is going to give me an advantage there. Yeah, so I think this is free. And they're not going to beat me. And I know not. The problem is, and people think the issue is, if you do your Omni attack too early, and you don't have Congo up, they just recover out your Omni attack, and then they just remove all your bases next turn. And you can't keep up. Whereas actually, if you just leave it late and then Congo, you're going to be fine. So I think this is free. Then the last decks we've got two Mirage lists, because Mirage is if you're going by tops anyway, it's the most popular deck, I would say, out of the most recent tops on this Eggman website. So I've got two different lists because there's things I didn't realise about this deck, is or at least how people are currently building it. I did a little bit of testing on Saturday against Mirage as well, and like the first game, I was like, I would have swung earlier, but I was a bit worried about full moon just bouncing my board back. So I was like, I'm gonna need some extra swings. But it turns out, you look at this list, and you look at this list isn't even played. This was a first place list. It's not even running any full moons. This list is running one full moon. I've seen some lists. I'm not every fucking list for Mirage, but I've seen some lists run 2 full moons tops. Obviously, you can count 2 full moons. You can count 2 moons, Jay. 4, that might be too many moons, but 2 moons, you should be all right. What I need to keep in mind, though, is that Ice Wall's being played, Hammer Spark's being played, and obviously, if they're hit out security, it could pass turn. So I need to keep that in mind. So they can pass turn. This Gomamon could be annoying if they're running it, because my deck revolves around blocking. Start a main phase. This Digimon can't be blocked for the turn. Mirage is the most fiddly. Another thing I need to remember is it this one? Yeah, this Matt Gao. if they Evo into Mirage Galgamon and the Mirage Galgamon is not suspended, it still uses up the inherit effect, because basically this I need to remember. I need to keep and remember this Mirage is a thing, as I always forget the first time I play against Mirage that if I had a card to my hand on my turn, they'll gain memory and it probably passes the turn. I always forget this. I need to remember if this is out, I can't play Purge, or I can't, play Dynus, because it's probably going to pass turn. So I need to keep that in mind. Or, if I do play Purge and I have the card, it's going to pass turn. Maybe if I choke them to 1 with it, it could be alright, but I just need to remember that's going to happen. So yeah, is there anything else I need to remember? They get security, some of the inherits give them memory as well when cards get added to hand. But the main thing is this Matt Gal. I need to remember, if this is in the source, when I add a card with this, it burns this, and they can't get an extra cheeky fucking swing on me. But as I mentioned before, I've got the system ons instead of a mecha. I've got, the 2-drop tie. I need to keep my hand size at low. Look, man, Mirage itself has got cards that are going to give me. Like, both players draw the top card of their deck. The Mirage player is going to give me cards, mate. Don't get me wrong. This can be a bit annoying. If I haven't got an out for the Zudo, they can go into the Zudo, bounce my guy, then cause some issues. This can bounce the Tamer, but people only tend to play one of this. Once it's out, do you know what I mean? Once it's out, mate. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Another thing I need to remember. These eggs. 4 eggs. When I mentioned it before, when I was down in London, and I was taught a test. I thought I'd give this a test, see what would happen. I didn't ask about their eggs, and both game 1 and 2, the first egg they hatched was Bugmon. Was Bugmon, brother. Of game 3, I was like, I'm going to cut your eggs, mate. Cut your eggs, brother. Oh, he does. 1-2-1. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny. So, if we get one bit of advice from this weird ramble of a video, cut the eggs. Just cut the eggs. Just say you're cutting everybody's eggs. Just say you're cutting everybody's eggs as standard. I'm gonna say, do you want to cut mine? I'm not going to tell them I've got 4 of the same egg. Just gonna offer it. I'm gonna go, here's my eggs. You can cut them. Can I cut yours? I'm gonna cut yours. I don't care if you're. Yeah. I'm gonna cut them anyway, mate. I'm gonna get so many people to go, yeah, I'm running 4 of the same. It's like, I'm cutting them anyway, mate. I'll cut them anyway, mate. I don't know that, do I? It's take it a bit seriously, guys. It's proper Salford Community Stadium, mate. We're in the Salford Community Stadium. Take it seriously. Mirage can unsuspend. Mirage can be an issue. If Mirage pops off, it pops off. If it doesn't pop off, if it can't find a piece, Oh, they run hybrids as well, so keep in mind I might get hybrided. They got a lot of jamming, which is why I need my blockers, really. But I think I should do all right. I just, sometimes end up with a massive hand size anyway against Mirage. I'm like, what? I've got this massive hand size. What have I done? No. And if I'm too slow, sometimes they just have 2 Mirage stacks out, and I'm like, oh. The problem with this build is, against how I used to play, if you see my old build, I would have had like 3 Jessamon, 4 Alt Force. I'd have had a lot more removal. And this has got less removal, it's more control. So, is what it is. One thing to remember though is with this one's got when attacking, if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hands, unsuspend this Digimon. So if they've got this one underneath and they swing, and I have Examon out, this is good because it gets suspended. Your opponent's when attack, it's the Mirage's when attacking effects will go off first, so it will unsuspend. This will still be pending, so this will just suspend it again. So that's another reason why X-Mon's good. It's good against like the Raid War Grey as well, because Raid War Grey does the same thing. I always use the Raid War Grey as an example. But obviously Raid War Grey... Oh, no, so it still works. So the Raid War Grey is probably going to kill the X-Mon, right? But it stops it... But it will suspend it again. So it'll unsuspend. Xmon will suspend it, and then Xmon will die, but it'll still do the job of suspending it. So then you spring back with Lord Knight. Whee! There we go. So anyway, that was the video. This is the list. It's been a bit of a ramble. I've been coughing. I've been dying. I'm dying to go. That's why I'm coughing. God damn it. We're off to the Salford Community Stadium. It says it's sold out, but you can select one, and you can log in and buy a ticket. I don't know why. Maybe some people have got a refund. I don't know. But I should probably put it in here, really. Digimon Wave 1 Regional. Hopefully nothing dodgy came up on the suggested stuff there. Where's my boy? I'm going to this one as well. Hopefully I do well in this one, so I can relax a bit for that one. And go down here. What we're looking for? We don't really care about any of this. Don't care about any of this. I don't really care about this Omnimon though. I think you need top 8 to get the Omnimon. Yeah, top 8 gets serialized Omni. Don't need that. I only need to get top 32, mate. I only get top 32. Oh, there we go. This is what we need. This is sleeves for the deck, mate. This is sleeves for the deck, man. If I can win the sleeves for the deck with the deck, that'd be pretty good. Not for sale, guys. Not for sale. Don't go on card market, guys. It's not for sale. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave it with that. Thank you all very much for watching. Wish me luck. I'll be like I have for the others. I'll be doing like shorts for after each round if I've got time. If it goes to time and I've got to immediately go to the next round, obviously I won't do a short. But if games finish quickly, and I will be, and if you play against me, you guys, you better fucking play. You better not be slow playing me, because I will call your asses out. I will be screaming, Judge, on top of my lungs, because the fucking main man from OP loves telling people to shout really loudly, Judge. Even though I did it at Nats, I did it at finals, European finals, and the judge seemed annoyed that I had screamed Judge really loudly. And I was like, bro, that's what we're told to do, mate. Don't ask for it if you can't handle it. If you can't handle the power of Bone of Many, you don't ask for the power of Bone of Many. So if anybody's slow playing me, I will obviously politely ask you. Do you want speeding up? It's a big competition. You should know how to play this deck, brother. And if that doesn't work, I will be calling the judge over. I'm not getting slow play. I don't want no ties. It annoys me enough when I get a tie at locals. I won't say any names. There's one guy in particular who's been playing this deck for like months now, and they still take ages to make their moves. And I want to say something, but I'm like, locals, calm down. So I want here to have a bit of fun, but it's not that much fun waiting for someone to make a mind up. But anyway, that's a little bit of bonus there for the end. So anyway, wish me luck. I wish you luck if I see ya across the digitable. Thank you all much for watching. Bye bye for now.